Good morning, and welcome to your daily Farm and Home Show, brought to you by the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service. And now, here's your host.
Good morning, I'm Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting Dr. Ric Bessin. He's with the University of Kentucky Extension Entomologist there. Good morning, Ric.
Good morning, Joanna.
Well, today we're going to talk about something that they've been really bad this year, and that's ticks.
Yeah, ticks have been really bad. It seems like over the last 15 years or so, we've just been seeing increasing tick populations around the state and some of the associated problems that go along with ticks.
Absolutely, and it seems like they almost started earlier. You know, they're starting to, you see them earlier and earlier, it seems like.
Well, you know, much of that tracks the weather that we've been having. And, you know, we had some very warm and hot weather early on this year, and that gets insects and ticks active earlier. We also see that tick problems seem to track some of the wildlife issues that we have, where we're having increased, you know, white-tailed deer populations and other wildlife. We can expect to see increasing tick numbers as well.
Well, let's talk about it, because we have a couple different types of ticks, right?
We have several different species that are problematic, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of those.
So probably the number one tick we get, and it's on the screen right now, is the Lone Star tick.
Okay.
And you can see that spot. That's how it gets the name Lone Star tick, and that's the most commonly submitted tick sample that we see in the entomology department. So that one's very common. It's associated with white-tailed deer populations. You know, as those populations increase, we can expect to see an increase in these numbers. So this is an aggressive biter. We see it a lot all across the state.
Okay, so it's kind of everywhere. Now, is there any type of disease or anything associated with that tick?
There are several potential diseases that tick can transmit. You know, one of the important things to think about when it comes to some of the pathogens that ticks transmit is that it takes a while once they attach before they can transmit some of these. And so one of the techniques we have is, you know, particularly when you're going out on hikes or you're out in the woods somewhere, check yourself regularly, because we don't want these ticks to become embedded in your skin for, you know, 12, 24 hours. It's after those periods of time that they're able to transmit some of those pathogens. So the sooner we can get them off us, hopefully before they even attach to you, the better off we're going to be, and the less likely that we're going to pick up some of these pathogens from the ticks. Another tick that I just wanted to mention that's a very serious problem. Unfortunately, it's not the one we have on the screen right now, but that's the black-legged tick.
Okay, now that's new, right?
That is relatively new. That's the one that can transmit the pathogen that causes Lyme disease.
Okay.
And so that is a serious issue. We've had a number of reported cases here in Kentucky with that. But, you know, one thing I want to focus in on is you know, people need to go on hikes and you know, enjoy the woods, go camping and boating and all those important things. But there's some precautions people need to take in order to be safe and enjoy the outdoors. We have wonderful outdoors here in Kentucky. You know, one of the things is when you're outdoors, do check yourself periodically. You know, every 2 to 3 hours, just do a tick check. The other thing is wear light-colored clothing, because it's much easier to spot a tick that's crawling up, you know, a pant leg on light-colored clothing. You know, tuck your socks into your pant legs, particularly if you're hiking through tall brush and things like that. We do recommend that you use DEET, you know, 20 to 30% DEET. You know,
and so you need to check your repellent.
Correct.
To make sure that has DEET in it.
Correct, and so that's your repellent, and check to see how much is in there, because it comes in different concentrations. You can use permethrin as well on your clothing, and so that's going to help repel some of the ticks. Finally, if you do see a tick has attached itself to you, you need to remove the tick. And you're going to need a pair of tweezers, because, you know, when they attach, the mouth parts go into the skin, they secrete a little bit of glue in there to hold themselves on. And so what you should do is grab the tick just behind the head and firmly and securely pull it out of the skin, then rub the area with alcohol and soap and water.
All right, so a lot of good information, and we have publications about the different types that kind of shows the different types of ticks, what to be concerned about, and then how to protect yourself.
That's correct.
All right, well, Rick, certainly appreciate the information. And if you have questions about ticks or maybe how to control them, make sure to contact us at the Extension office and we'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching.
If you have questions about today's topic, please call the Warren County Extension office at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great day.